All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Chaos Era Nightmare video. This is Mr. Squirrel, as always. Glad to have you here. This is going to be a first impression video going over the one and only CHIZURU. She is level 60 here. I do have her partner card. I have a decent set on her right now. So just to take note, this is going to be what I think is her best set. We'll talk about it later, 222 at this given moment. Let's talk a little bit about CHIZURU though. So what does CHIZURU do? She is essentially a character that can be a sub DPS slash main DPS character with a small amount of healing in her kit. I like just the general way her kit functions. Essentially, the way you want to operate her kit is you want to start the fight off by using Karmic Flames. That will put a Curse Shackle. Every time you hit an enemy with Curse Shackle, you get one Will-O-Wisp. When you get 5 Will-O-Wisps, you will get a Shadow of the Moon. Every time you get 5. When you get another 5, the Shadow of the Moon has a bind effect, which means you will create another Shadow of the Moon, but they will combine together. So you'll have Shadow of the Moon bind 2, because it will keep binding until it keeps binding up to 5. And then, but what happens is once you get the third Shadow of the Moon, it will actually create Shadow of the Moon Plus. This is where her heal comes in. You don't want to throw out Shadow of the Moons until you have Shadow of the Moon Plus. Moral of the story. You essentially want to hit 15 Will-O-Wisps. That's what you're looking for. Now, she has multiple ways to get Will-O-Wisps in her kit besides just hitting the Karmic Flames character. And that comes from Tsukiyomi. Now, in the Tsukiyomi, what you can do here is that you will get 2 Will-O-Wisps for each hit of the next attack card of this unit used. This, from just a base standard part of her kit, synergizes very well with the Oni Hunt. This is where she'll get like 6 Will-O-Wisps. Overall, there are multiple ways to gather Will-O-Wisps in her kit. The main thing you want to be doing is getting Will-O-Wisps so you can get more Shadow of the Moon cards. Overall, that'll make it easier for you to, throw out as many you want to hit those Shadow of the Moon Plus. That's where she's doing a lot of her damage. Plus the Oni Hunt, those are her 2 main sources of damage. Now, let's talk a little bit about how do you get more Will-O-Wisps? What are ways and strategies that you can get more Will-O-Wisps? And who would be her best partners? I'm going to just say outright, I think Tressa is definitely her best partner right now in the game because of how fast she can generate daggers. You can just throw as many daggers as you want, and that will overall make it so that you are just getting so many Will-O-Wisps. And there's a character specifically that I don't think people are talking about right now, and I was kind of bummed that I didn't see it in the live stream. And I think Orlea with really good epiphanies is Orlea and Tressa have some of the best synergies in this game, and I've been talking about this combo, and I think it's even more busted now with this character because you don't need to worrying about having too many daggers. That video still resonating. There is still a thing of you don't have to worry about too many daggers, and overall I think she is very, very strong, and I think this combo is incredibly strong. Now, the other thing I do want to mention before I showcase this character is that I am running her partner. I think this is literally one of the best partner cards in the game, and I think it pairs up insanely well with her. It is giving her so much attack, so she gets just flat 8% attack every time every time this combatant's cards stack, which means it's like binding together, increases damage the amount of the attack card by 5%. So the more you stack and bind, you're getting more damage. Every time one attack card used by the assigned combatant deals 3 hits, you inflict 30% fixed damage to the target. So you're just getting free damage, which means your Oni Hunt and your Will-O-Wisp Plus they're giving you free damage. Her Moonlit Leisure, so you just do 200% damage to all enemies, which is really nice because she struggles with AoE, so this will help with that. And then 1 Fierce Wind. So the Fierce Wind, it just makes you do more damage. Not here, but Fierce Wind gives you more damage. That's all it's doing. It's giving you more damage too. So you use it at the start of the fight, or the start of a turn, and then you just do when you have your big attack turn, and then you throw this out there, you do 50% extra damage. It's cray cray. It is absolutely cray cray. Again, first impression video. The point of this video is to kind of just showcase her. Oh, and I do need to make it very clear. I do have her at so she can do a little bit more damage, and her heal instead of 5% is now going to be 8%. So it's a nice heal. I do think her Me Too is going to be absolutely, I really like her Me Too, because it's like once you get the Shadow Moon Plus, you get a, like, you use it. When Shadow Moon Plus is used, you create another Shadow of the Moon card. Now, one of the nice things to just take note is the Shadow of the Moon cards both have retain on, so they have bind and retain, which means that you can create it, but it just stays in your hand. It's cracked. I really like her kit. I think overall it's a fun kit. I really enjoy this character. So we're going to test her out in some game modes to kind of see how she operates here. All right, let's go take a look at her. Oh, and then one thing before I forget, for the potential system, I have all the potential nodes unlocked, but they are not invested into. So again, this is just a first impressions video. I will raise this character up. I just wanted to create a baseline with a bare minimum of her partner, and then having her at 60. So she is, again, a lot of room for investment. So just take note of that. All right, let's go check her out. All right, we're gonna do level 10 fear encountered. I might just die here, but that's okay. I'm not, now mind you, my CHIZURU does not also, we're not using any epiphany cards. We're just gonna use her base kit. And I just want to see how she operates in action. That's my curiosity here. Um, okay, so I'm gonna kind of set her up. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna get the bound ready to go. Okay, so now she's got the decrease the amount of decrease the cost. We're gonna get both of my upgrade cards for Tressa, so now she'll be doing a lot. All right, in this fight we got, now that character has got the what's it called again? Karmic Flames applied. So now we can, every time we hit, with a card, we're gonna be getting Will-O-Wisps. All right, and then I'm gonna proc in my Sturdy and Swifty. Okay, perfect. Now is where this becomes good. Okay, here we go. So let's throw this out. All right, let's get some Will-O-Wisps. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna throw another attack card here. I think what we can do here is I'm going to apply this to the Sturdy so I can get as many daggers as possible. Let's pick a ton of daggers. Ooh, you're going to see now. Oh, look at those daggers. All right, this just upgraded itself. This will give me 4. Does this go to Will-O-Wisp? I think this does get it up to Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp plus. Or Shadow of the Moon plus. I'm going to actually let this save. Okay. We get some more. That's good. That's very good. All right. Let's keep letting. Oh, boy. All right. We're going to get rid of these. I'm going to let these stack. Yep. Again, goal is 2. Let's get as many. Can I get some more Shadow of the Moon? Yeah, this is now we're at bind 4. So we're doing some serious damage here. All right, we're going to do this. I'm going to then get some more cards. Yep. Okay, this is at Willow. This is at 5 now. So now I can't go any higher than this. So this is where we're just going to throw this out and let's see what it does. Now, mind you, she is also missing a lot of damage. Wasn't a lot. Okay. We're going to let this go now. Ooh, look at all that agony. And I just feel comfortable just throwing all these agony stacks out. All right, let's do the curse. Okay, here. Okay. Confiscate. Okay. All right. What are we going to do here? How are we going to do this? Here and here. Okay. Okay. This is actually not bad. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to do this to get the shield. This will give me a free hit. Now, what I'm thinking here is I'm going to want the big shield, so I don't want to get absolutely demolished. I probably should have waited to do that. And we'll do this shield too while we're at it. Okay. Throw another dagger. Okay. He's going to hit me with the... Okay. We're going to let this... Oh, is this Shadow of the Moon Plus? It is. I want that heal. Yeah, we're going to go for the heal. We need that heal. The fact that she healed is so good. I should have used probably Softy in that situation. I'm dead. See, I know this fight. That's what's gonna end up happening. All right, we're gonna do the family head. I just have because I like this fight. I think it's just a good fight you can just kind of like beat up. And I want to see kind of what Chizuru is doing long term. All right, we'll do Bound at Dusk. All right, we'll do these two cards here, Karmic, and then get this going. Okay, everything's set up for her now. And again, remember, we don't have any epiphanies right now, so her damage is going to not be the greatest. And I do want to highlight this. So there's a lot of epiphanies, which we'll talk about at the end, that I think are really important. We'll throw these out. We'll get some more daggers going. Okay. Let's do this and this. Okay. Perfect. That heal will give me more daggers, which is what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the fact that I could just keep throwing these daggers. And you know what we'll do? We'll just keep throwing. We'll keep hitting. Yep. All right. Now this is at... Where are we at? Shadow Moon. It's a 2 right now. Okay, we can keep picking this up. Okay. Get the curse going. All right, we'll throw more daggers. Okay, good. Lots of daggers. Loving these daggers. All right, we'll get the heal going. That's, again, more healing is meaning more daggers. Does this bump? Did it just bump it up? We're buying 3. Yeah, we're going to wait. It's okay. We wait. Look at all of that. Might need to actually bump this up even further. We'll hit this. We're going to get the heal going. Okay, now it's a Shadow of the Moon Plus. All right. We'll do this. I don't want to burn through that just yet. All right, we'll do this. She's at 3 out of 5. All right. This should give me a decent amount. There we go. Got it back. And we're going to let this sit up. This should go to Will-O-Wisp. Yep, Shadow of the Moon. Sorry. A lot of names in this kit. So I'm always like, oh, what was the name of this? Yeah, the Akonite's just doing its thing. Okay. And I'm pretty sure... So in a single boss fight, she's phenomenal. Let's see. I can probably just... Yeah, this is... And then this gets upgraded to Shadow of the Moon Plus. This gives us the heal. These two feel very synergistic together, and then we'll Oni Hunt and call it a day. Yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's fun. I think people are going to definitely say she doesn't have enough damage. I think that's going to be definitely a thing we're going to see. Hold on. Okay. Let's try this again. I just bumped up his HP a little bit. I just want to keep trying this out. I'm actually having a ton of fun with this character. She is overall one of my... This is the most fun I've had in a while. And she resonates. I just really like her playstyle. So if you're curious whether or not I really like her. I think she's absolutely fantastically fun. All right. Dagger. Lots of daggers. Get all those daggers. More daggers. Just more. We'll do this. I'm going to heal up with a sturdy. All right. That gives me tons of daggers. We'll do this. Yeah, I'm just going to use the dagger. I want to get as many daggers. Oh, wait, what did I just throw? Wasn't paying attention. What did I throw? Oh, we're fine. Okay, great. And that gives me Shadow of the Moon. All right. 2. Wait, what? Oh, I still have room. We'll do this. I want to see if I can get some Softy and another Sturdy. Okay, we're good right now. Oh, I already broke him too. Okay. Dagger. Oh, I should have done that. Curse and now daggers. Oh, we'll go daggers, daggers, more daggers. Uh, per target agony. Yeah, we're going to try to do as many daggers as possible here before I throw that out there. 1, 2, 3. I ran out of... Well, that's my own fault. This is now Shadow of the Moon Plus. I get a heal. Ooh, you know what we're going to do? Softy and then Shadow of the Moon Plus. Let's do it. Yes. That's not too bad. Okay. We'll get some heals going here. Again, the point is not to showcase Stretcha. The point is to showcase... I should see that to Tsukiyomi. I should have waited to use that. Let's throw this out. Get some more shadow daggers. I have an idea. Okay. My goal is to get as many of these things as possible. Okay. Does this have any retain effects on it? No. Okay. This still gives me the AP, which I don't need anymore. Hit of the next attack card you use of this unit. We're going to save that. We're going to save it. Save, save, save. Yep, now it's at plus. And then we'll throw it out. I see, this is just fun. It's a fun playstyle. It's like you just alternate between will-o-wisps and, you know, it's like just really it's a balancing act between these two general like styles. I think it's incredibly fun. Like it just makes me want to throw more daggers as much as possible. Like when I was playing Hugo, I felt limited, and when I'm playing with Chizuru, I'm just like I want to throw as many daggers as possible. Throw, 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 throw. And I think that just makes me happy. So I'm enjoying this character a lot. I think she's incredibly fun. If people are wondering, I think she's incredibly fun. We're not at. Okay, we'll do the Swifty. Yeah, that's fine. It's like whatever. This will give me a ton of cards next turn. Yeah, we'll do that. I want to see this. This is where. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. We'll do Softy. Yeah, she just needs. I think right now the issue is that I need to just now she needs to be built up. Yeah, I think she's not meant to be crazy damage. She's meant to be like just piggybacking off of what feels like Tressa. Yeah, that's what she feels like. I like her a lot. I think she's very good. And then this agony will kill. Okay, done. Okay, let's talk about her. Okay, so I'm talking a little bit of. This is going to be a character who your decks are going to really dictate where and how you're going to use her. Now, a couple things I want to talk about. The Karmic Flames. This is a mandatory card. And I think one epiphany that really is standing out to me is going to be this one. The Karmic Flame skill doesn't do damage anymore, but 1 Curse Shackle. When a target afflicted with Curse Shackles is defeated, create this card. If you're playing against a lot of characters that have a lot of AoEs, or you have a lot of you're going up against a lot of AoE characters, this card feels mandatory. I would build a deck around this card. There's other ones here. You get adds 1 hit, decrease the cost of the next card used by this unit. I really like this idea of adds 1 hit. That just means you're doing more hits, which helps with the will-o-wisp generation. Now, in terms of Oni, I was thinking it's actually going to be bound in. This is the epiphany that I wanted to talk a little about. So this one can be decrease the cost by 1 of by 1 until 2 random cards are used. So this is just like you use 2 random cards in hand. This is decreasing those costs. This makes it. I mean, this is just free AP, right? Like it's you just don't want to be running 0 cost cards. But this is really great. I think this is a phenomenal. A lot of these work really well. You can do activate 2 lead cards, activate 2 random cards of other combatants. When Shadow of the Moon Plus is used, decrease cost of the next card. I don't know if I like that one as much. It's really feeling like this one and these 2 right here are going to be your main go-to cards, epiphanies for these. But I'm going to have to go run through and now do some more testing on this. I will say overall, she feels fun. I do think that people are going to start complaining about her damage. Her damage doesn't feel crazy, but at the same time, I think she just needs a lot of investment. As do many of these characters. Like, it's hard to compare them to Mei Lin or it's all these other characters. I think she's really fun. That's the general take I have on her. Is she fun? Yes. I think she is very fun and I enjoy playing this character. That's my general take. All right, folks. Hope this video helps. And as always, remember, failing is just your first attempt in learning.